Hey everybody, it's just Gen-Dro Studios playing another game. I'll probably start playing my Star Wars game tomorrow, so I said I wasn't going to do any kind of play with this because obviously there's no content related stuff, like it's just, I don't know, it's bland, but I mean, might as well, since I am playing it. Might as well just get this out and over with. Right now, all I am doing is just clearing out dungeons, looking for Lilith statues, blah blah blah. I'm probably not going to do the Lilith statues right now, although I probably need to. Mostly for Paragon points and a little bit of stats here and there. But nothing really too imminent at the moment because I am on tier 2, which only goes up to level 50, and I can't hit tier 3 until either A, I skip the campaign, which I don't want to do, or I complete the campaign, which I'm not sure how far it is because I've never beaten it, so I wouldn't know how long it takes. I'm not even sure if I can. I think you can. From what I read, you can skip it after the prologue. I'm pretty sure I'm past the prologue at this point, so I could skip it. I just want to watch the story unfold. Since I've never beaten Diablo 4. I mean, it's been out for a while, but I've just been slack-lacking. And who am I kidding? I have video game ADD like crazy. It has to be a pretty boring night for me to want to actually finish stuff.
Don't have enough energy.
Random power. Oh, there's some quests I can do. I didn't see these on the map earlier. So right now, the build that I am doing right now is called, what I would like to call, I didn't read up on it, I just created it. It just seemed interesting, so I said, why not? Just made out of scratch, and I'm sure there is a build like it, or there's an exact build out there. The cool thing about rogues, which I didn't realize that rogue is a S tier until I started researching it later after I created my Ice Flurry rogue, was that they're very, how would I put it? They're pretty awesome. They're what's the word I like to put on it? I guess they're adaptable, I guess. You can pretty much make a build and they'll probably be good. You just gotta put a little bit of work into it. When I started doing my Ice Flurry build, it was kind of difficult. I was getting my butt whooped everywhere. Mostly because this game likes to progress the levels of monsters with you, and it's kind of hard to keep up and keep your build going because it is kind of expensive to build the gear that you want. And you do have to do some dungeon crawling, a lot of dungeon crawling. There's some parts of my armor that I stripped the actual ability and put it on another rare for this build. And I wouldn't say it's the perfect setup, but it fits right now. I might do some tweaking later, or make the certain, or find an armor with better stats to it and work with it. I guess that's probably what I'm going to go with. Looks like I got strange ore sample to Gert. What's the other quest? No deed unpunished. Stop the cultist recruiting efforts. I will do that, but first I want to clear out this dungeon particularly. Now, I don't have to do all these dungeons for my class per se. I'm doing it so when I do decide that I want to jump on another class, which I most likely will, I'll have options on armor creation. I'll probably set some stuff in. I'm not sure. Usually they have like a universal chest, so I'm not sure if I can share a chest. This is actually the second character I've ever made. Truthfully, that I've actually played consistently with. The other one was my barbarian, but it was a non-seasonal. But I actually am interested in doing the seasonal stuff because they got some cool. They got some cool things going on with where they give you a gift, but you have to buy a premium pass to get like the full amount, and like there's a leveling system. There's like it goes all the way up to 90. I'm not sure if it'll show you on there. Oh yeah, it is.
Dead.
So the Season of Blood ends on January 23rd, which is plenty of time to get this up to 90. But all you have to do is clear quests and kill monsters, and it'll give you all sorts of really cool stuff. And they'll even return 700 points back. I'm not being paid to say any of this, but I really think this mount looks really cool. I have not unlocked my mount, by the way. I don't know exactly when that unlocks. Kind of, like I said, this is new to me. But this armor looks pretty neat. I know that if I was to buy the pass right now, there's some stuff you get for free, but if I buy the pass right now, I'd probably get the full equipment for the marrow gauntlets and all that other stuff.
Already dead.
Because it goes all the way up to the helmet, but then like once you get past that, it's like every 10 levels you unlock like the Awoken version, which I guess makes it more bloody, and I mean it looks pretty cool. There's some other good stuff there, but it's really cool that they'll give you back 700 of these platinums, which is the currency in this game, and you do have to buy it. And it only costs $10, which is not a huge deal. I can spare $10 for something that would probably cost me a hell of a lot more. You just got to put a little bit of work to it. Now, there's a premium version, from what I understand, from what I read, that's it gives you it's 2,800 platinum, which I believe is like equivalent to $30 or something like that. I don't know, really wrong. But I'm not going to go with that. But it does give you like this special something, and then it lets you skip 20 tiers, and that's all well and good. But I'm not going to spend that kind of money on something that I really don't care about. And I think working hard and then getting all that stuff sounds good. So I'll give myself a little Christmas present if I finish this before January 23rd. And I'll go ahead and spend the $10 on it.
Dark all around. Why did Mother go?
Oh my. Escort their loved ones. Okay, so this one...
I'm out of energy. I need more time.
Oh, this is really moving now, huh? Some other players playing with me. It's always fun because what I do like about this game is that any person at any level can play with you, and they will get the same amount of rewards, or better, or worse, depending on, you know, range, obviously. But you like, there's no like level rushing. They have their own difficulty. It matches their strength and stuff. So. Nice. Sweet deal. Thanks for the help, buddy. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not sure how chat works here. But thanks, Bloodbone. That was really awesome of you. I think I might try the Necromancer next. He seems like a fun build. I don't know. I don't think it's S tier per se, but I'm still gonna try to attempt to solo it. I heard Source, which is actually really weird, is a lower tier than all of them. It's considered the worst class as far as soloing and doing stuff like that, but it's a good party class. So, I guess you could always use help in that department, I suppose. I don't usually play with people. I'm kind of into social when it comes to gaming, but every once in a while I'll find somebody that's really nice to talk to, and I like to hang out with them.
I need more energy.
But since I have video game ADD, it's kind of hard for me to stay like active in communities, which I wish personally that I could do. I wish that I wasn't such a video game addict that jumped from game to game, but nothing to say. I am who I am. It is what it is. Like, I don't know if you guys, well, if you ever watch any of my other videos, they're on YouTube. And I'm not plugging for YouTube, but I do put all my Twitch stuff on YouTube later on afterwards. If you ever watch me play on YouTube, I started doing the God of War, and I never finished the game. It's a great game. I love the game. It's awesome. There's no reason why I shouldn't finish it. I just never did. And I think it was partially because of some issues that I had actually.
Need more time.
All right. Off to the Dark Ravine. I actually knew that I started the game on the stream, and I didn't want to finish it without being on the stream. And because I was gone for so long, I didn't want to just jump on and finish it off. It just didn't seem right. Plus, I had some issues going on. And I don't really want to get too far into the issues, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I went over it, but I guess for those of you who are watching now, I had a really devastatingly bad back injury, to the point where I was pretty much crippled for a year. I had a herniated disc, but it was just awful. It was the second time this happened, and it was so bad, and like, after the first injury, that my bones were just, there was fragmented bones in my fucking hip. I'm not even kidding you. I had fragmented bones in my hip. I herniated the disc further worse than it was before, and I was just in really bad shape, and it was all because I lifted a 90-pound box at my job. I was a warehouseman. You know, I just lifted boxes, put them in pallets, and shipped them out, but my body just couldn't take it anymore, so I went through a period of time where I just couldn't do anything. So, when I did go back to work, it was pretty awful. I gained a lot of weight, and I had to lose some of that weight to even function. I still haven't recovered all that weight loss either. Like, to this day, I can't actively work out like I used to. If I do, I will never be able to get out of bed. And that's not an excuse. I mean, I walk my dog about 3 hours a day. So, I mean, I do plenty of walking around and stuff like that. But anything strenuous like weightlifting, if I was to start weightlifting again, I don't think I'd probably be able to get up for a whole day afterwards. And I'm not sure if it's a good idea, because I did have back surgery. So there's always that. I could always talk to my doctor and see if it's okay, but I'm pretty sure that all they're going to tell me is it's fine, but to limit it to light exercises. And, like, little backstory, I don't think that lifting weights is light exercise. And I used to lift weights. So if walking and a little bit of running, because I do run with my dog, every once in a while I'll do a little jog with them, with her. Oh, don't want to get caught in that. So a little bit of light jogging, a little bit of walking. So I try to stay active. I take her out a lot. Every like, she's a 12-month-old, so I take her out every 3 hours, and I'm out for an hour with her, just so she can be up and about, sniff around, be a dog. Do some training with her at least twice a day. You know, so I stay particularly active. My diet could probably use some work, but I mean, I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna eat whatever I want, whether I'm old or not, and I shouldn't or not. I think I earned that right after all the dieting and weightlifting and all that stuff that I did when I was younger. I think I at least owe myself a little bit of a break on that. I eat cookies. I eat chips. I do eat a lot of veggies. My wife is a pescatarian, so she does put in a lot of vegetables in my food. So I do eat that, but I do have my meat. I do eat some fattening stuff. But for the most part, I stay active. I try to anyway. But then, you know, I'm a gamer. So most gamers like to stay indoors. They're not really active people. And the only reason why I'm active is because my dog's a border collie. And, well, you know, I'm not gonna assume that you guys know anything about border collies unless you do the research, or if you're interested in having a dog, or, you know, haven't had a dog before. Border collies are particularly farm dogs. They're very active. They move around. They need constant exercise. So I mean, it's a hard blow for me to even deal with her. But it was not my idea to have her. I was okay with having a dog, and I was okay with having a puppy.
Has returned, and it is in her shadow that we.
And I think we should have done a little bit more research, but she's ours now. She is a purebred, so I mean, she's got a certificate. She gets her shots. She's taken care of very well. As you can hear her chewing on things and making weird noises in her crate, because I'm crate training her, and she hates it. And she gets a little pissy in there, but for the most part, I have her to the point where she's so accustomed with going to the crate and getting a treat and there's a specific treat I give her, and that's how she knows she has to go in there. So I give her a treat. I pull out the treat. As soon as I pull out the jug, she is running to that crate. She wants that treat so bad. So I have her conditioned for that. That doesn't necessarily mean she likes to be in there, but she knows that it's time. I would love, and I hate doing it to her because I know she wants to be more active. I would love for her to be out more, but she's a puppy and she gets into things, and I am a gamer, so I have to basically balance my gaming life with my doggo life. She's basically my life outside of gaming. I don't think it's unhealthy for me, though. I think that it's good for me, as much as I hate it. I've had the puppy blues. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but that stuff is for real. I've heard of people having it, and I was like, what the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you wanted the puppy, why would you have... No, I mean, it's real. Like, the amount of work it takes to raise a puppy from just an 8-week-old, I had her since she was 7 weeks. The amount of work it takes from like the young age till whenever they grow out of that phase where they need constant attention and constant supervision is insane. I have so much respect for people who train dogs for a living. You have to have the patience of a saint. And I'm not saying that I'm not patient with her, but goodness gracious, there are times where I just want to choke her out. Like I'm like, oh, I want to knock you the hell out. Oh shoot, these blood guys. So blood seekers, as you can see, are beating the hell out of me. And it doesn't matter how strong I am, they're still awful. And their damages are real. They
time.
took out my shield. No! I might survive this, I might not.
It needs time to recharge.
They put slow on me. This is horrible. And there's 3 of them. And I'm out of potions.
It needs time to recharge.
I need to get the fuck out of here. Help! Oh no! Oh wow, they disappeared. I bet you they like completely full health too. Son of a bee. I'm gonna have to go to teleport my butt back in here. I gotta come up with a better plan. I'm so used to just mowing down monsters at this level that I'm not used to fighting it. I've had this one particularly rare monster that comes out of nowhere. Ophelia, please lay down. Thank you. I had this one particular monster that always kicks my butt, but I've actually defeated it twice already. It's called the Butcher. That thing's a beast. That thing beats my butt every time. I'm gonna see if I can kite one at a time. I know that's impossible because once one comes out, the other one comes out. But they might be gone. They might disappear. If you die, they disappear altogether. But I'm not trying to destroy my armor here. I know you lose 10% per every revive, and I'm not trying to sit here and spend money on that because I need all the money I can get. All the monies. Alright, let's see if they're still here. I hope not. I don't really want to deal with them. Okay, good. They do give you some items for defeating them, but I really have so many of them. They're packed items for equipment, and I haven't used them yet. I'm not entirely sure what they're for. I haven't actually explored the realm of what they do. I'm sure that it's pretty awesome. I just have no interest. Not yet, anyway. Actually, the only reason why I started messing around with my gear and actually doing things with it was because I was getting torn up, and these dungeons were taking me forever. I'm talking about like 40 minutes because I was just picking up things, and if it made my armor go up, awesome. And then I just started going into detail and reading what it does, checking the stat increases, and and I just realized that certain stuff, like certain stats, are really helpful in a certain kind of build for your Paragon levels. So to go into more detail, since I'm free now. So if you go into your Paragon chart and you get these like rare nodes, and you see right there on the bottom of that little explanation, it says your percent damage, your maximum life, then it says bonus, another 10% damage if requirement is met. And the requirement is 160 intelligence. So, despite me thinking that I only needed dexterity, Ophelia, please lay down. I haven't even met this requirement because that's 170. So, despite me being a dex build, it's actually important to put intelligence into it. So that's what I'm going to do. I already have my strength up. I already cleared these 2 out. I got this. I haven't decided what board selection I want to do yet. But if I'm thinking, and you can preview it so you know, I might, it's basically either 6 or 7. Now, I do exploit a lot of vulnerability, and my build is based around ice and vulnerability. That's what my flurry does. Basically, once I use a certain amount of my mana or whatever kind of thing, once it goes down past a certain point, my regular hits, my basic shots, will cause vulnerability. And then my flurry will spread that vulnerability while, you know, decreasing it more, decreasing my mana more. It'll spread that vulnerability to whatever it hits. So I was like, okay, well then I definitely need this ability, which in my armor, which one is it? Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, imprinted. Flurry damages enemies in a circle. So basically, once I get to that point, I just throw Flurry all around me in a 360, and I catch everybody in vulnerability. And vulnerability causes me to have more damage. And so I have also other skills on top of my other armor skills that cause more damage to vulnerable opponents. And that's also my skill set. So like you'll see vulnerability, you'll see it pop up every time I'm fighting. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm basically spamming my flurries so I can get them vulnerable and then spreading it around. And then they just take more damage. And as far as like, I have an ultimate skill that also does more damage if I daze or freeze them. And then I have an imbuement skill that allows me to frost them as well. And that it becomes basically an Ice Flurry build. So I'm dealing all sorts of amounts of damage. I'm slowing my enemy down for the most part. And I'm taking them out. And the longer they stay in this trap circle that I put them in, the more frost damage they're getting, and the more likely they are to freeze. And then once they freeze, I do about 30% more damage while they're vulnerable, which means that it's complete chaos because it does stack. And the lovely part is that there's also the chance that I can daze them, which I also have an ability that causes more damage when they're dazed. So it's just stacked upon stacked upon stacked, and the beauty about Flurry is it hits multiple times. Now, the only thing I'm missing from this build is on my skill tree, which I have to complete some maps to do it, is these two skills right here. So I need, for every 100 energy, I get a increase in my lucky hit, which is nice. And then I have an up to a 10% chance to gain a energy. So with these two combined, it'll complete the build. I thought about some other ways of doing it. I can also do while moving, gain energy restoration, blah blah blah, or I can do haste. Or I mean, there's a lot of there's something missing in the build, and I only have 4 points because that's all I'm going to get once I complete the other 2 parts of the map. Yeah, so I get 2 skill points on this map, which is down here below, and then I'll get another 2 skill points for this map as well. And that's 4 points total. So I have to be smart about what I'm going to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet, but that will complete my build completely, and hopefully, I'm probably going to go for something that increases my energy, like to have it come in. And then maybe find a skill that increases the chance of my lucky hits, so I can actually increase my energy so I don't run out of energy all the time. Because I'm constantly running out of energy. Because right now, my build is a burst build, and then I have to wait on a timer. And then I have to wait on my energy to refill. And so it's a constant back and forth, back and forth. And you saw when I was fighting those Blood Warriors, I ran out of everything and I was on cooldown. I mean, I gave them all I had, and they were still tanking me like monsters. It was awful, to say the least. It was not a good showing, but I did fight 3 of them, which I only usually fight 1 or 2. That's no excuse. The build's still good. It just needs a little bit of minor tweaking here and there. And right now, I'm more concerned, aside from tweaking my build, I'm more concerned about building resistances. So that's important. From what I understand, the higher the world tier, the more resistances you need.
What a fortunate find! Once processed, a little of this metal will strengthen the steel in my weapons. Let me trade you for it.
Sure.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, that was stupid. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, I don't need any of the stuff I have there. if you're wondering why I didn't sell any of that, it's mostly for tweaking armor and weapons and stuff like that. Ooh, yes. I always use some more gems. How many obols I got? I'm almost at max obols, so I'm going to do a little bit of... You get to see what I do. So right now, I've noticed that because I'm at the cap for World Tier 2, I'm not getting the item levels that I need, and I still need to work on my shoes, which is a 5. I haven't fully upgraded, obviously, but like I want to get them to around 590, 97, 98, 600, somewhere around that area, because these aren't nearly as strong as they could be if I don't have that. So what's really going to hurt is losing these boots, but I do need to replace them. But hopefully I can get something really nice that I can use it. And the good thing is that I can transfer this ability to the next one. And as you can see, the skill right there is dealing direct damage to a vulnerable enemy has a 31% chance to daze them for 2 seconds, which allows me to deal more damage on top of the vulnerability damage. So it's a beautiful thing. I love these boots, but I really think that we can go a little bit further. The cold resistance and shadow resistance is awesome too. They're not a bad pair of boots, but I think we can go better. I think we can definitely go better. It does help to have that +1 maximum evade charge, so it's going to be a real big pain in the butt to replace these boots. Everything else is pretty good. I got a pretty even set. And then I have the plus 8.4% barrier regeneration, which I have a skill that allows me that as soon as I damage an elite monster, I get a barrier that gets put up for a little bit that allows me to take a couple of hits. I forget where it is. Oh yeah, there it is. So that percentage to the barrier goes into this imprinted one that I got that absorbs up to 1,022 damage for 10 seconds, which happens every 30 seconds, which is fine. Now, if you noticed, I have nothing but thorn damage on here, mostly because I really don't want anything else right now at the moment. I would love a new pair of gloves, though. I don't know if I can find gloves that have... I don't know. I'll have to search. I would love to have nothing but thorns on and just let them hit themselves while they're hitting me. Because it's almost damn near impossible to, like, avoid damage with this build. I mean, freezing them helps. Slowing them down helps. But I have to get into the nitty-gritty when I have to use my flurry in the middle of a crowd control. But let's see. Let's take a look at what they got in their curiosity department. So let's get some boots. See what we get. Ooh, right off the bat. See what we got here. +9 all stats. Not bad at all with the 600. Alright. Let's see what it looks like after I fully upgraded it. It should look pretty. I'm not looking at the skills because the skills aren't really important to me. I'm going to most likely transfer that skill over to the next pair of boots. Ophelia, please calm down. Lay down. Thank you. Good girl. Lay down. Alright, let's see. And then I'll probably put a socket on it as well. Because the socket helps. Sockets help a lot. Let's upgrade this item. See what it looks like.
Let's see the barbs make that.
Oh, that's beautiful. That helps out a bit. I'm going to be taking a hit on my intelligence rating, but having stats on all of everything works, and that dexterity is beautiful. The only problem is I'm not too sure about the shadow step, so I think I'm going to go ahead and change that. It does give me the +1 maximum evade charge, which I'm okay with. It does have better armor. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for stats. So I'm going to take these boots, see if I can socket them real quick, and then I'm going to re-roll my stats and see if I can get something a little bit better, because I don't use Shadow Step. So let's see if I can add a socket to it. Oh, it won't let me. I guess you can't socket it. That's a shame. I can, in fact, socket my rings, though. Maybe I should. Yeah, let's do that. I'm fluffing off on this one. These are rings I'm probably going to hold on to until I get, like, the next Nightmare equipment, which I heard that's really good stuff. And from what I understand, item levels go up to, like, 920. Well, that's from what I've heard, anyway. Haven't seen it per se, but that's okay. We can work with that. So we'll go to this beautiful lady, or person, and
Yes. You seek power.
let's replace... Oh, I haven't maxed it out yet. Okay. So, I said I don't need Shadow Step, which I don't. Let's see if I can enchant this to get something different. Yeah, I don't care. No change. Didn't get anything good out of that. 27 strength works. I think we could do better. Alright. That should work, I guess. I just realized I didn't upgrade it all the way. Let's enchant one more time and see if I get anything better. No change. One more time. I know I keep on saying that, but there has to be something better. No, there's nothing. Oh, I missed my thing. The more I enchant, the better no change. The more expensive it gets. Goodness gracious. Give me something better. I can't believe I've replaced my strength. Goodness, I'm going to run out of money. I'll just have to deal with that for now. I'm going to replace that eventually, though. Damn, I lost that strength. I can't believe I did that. That was a real big fumble on my part. I wasn't paying attention. That's okay, though. I'm not too entirely upset about it. I'm just going to have to make all that money back. Alright.
You need steelwork? Repairs?
Let's upgrade this item.
One of my better pieces. Fight hard, eh?
Okay, so we need to... So I already have the grenade stuff. Grenade, see, I already have one for 13%. This is slightly better, but I'm not trying to use it for that. Hopefully I have enough money to do the next part, or else I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to stick it in my storage box until I can get what I need. So let's go ahead and extract this aspect. Should have enough money to do that. Alright, and that should give me what I want. Yep. Let's extract that and print it from the aspect in my inventory. Yep, and I have enough money for that, so then I have my new boots! Woo! Beautiful boots that are extremely expensive and nearly cost me $1 million. Worth it. Worth it. Really gotta do something about that, though. That's gonna hurt me on the Paragon. For sure. Yeah. Definitely hurt the Paragon. But that's okay. There's some other... I have to get some intelligence stats on this, so I can upgrade this for every 5 intelligence purchase within range. I increase to invulnerable targets. So I can do that. And I can always refund it later if I change it. That works for me. Alright, let's get back to killing. Hopefully I didn't mess up my build too badly. I've lost a lot of damage though. A lot of damage. That 10%'s gonna stay.
Needs time to recharge.
Not too horrible. Takes a few more hits. I'm still mowing them down pretty good though. This map is humongous. I love their noises they make when I killed them. Now, the biggest issue I have with this build, it's not for everybody, and I know it's suited for me, my playstyle specifically. The biggest issue I have with this build is that long-range characters that only attack long-range hurts a lot. Now, as you can see, I melt elites. Most of the time, elites are basically my bitches. I melt them. If I stack the fact that I hit hard against frozen enemies because of my build, with days, it literally melts them with flurry. Especially if I have plenty of flurry in my tank. I don't know how this build is going to be on tier 3. I really don't. And I might have to tweak it. But for right now, the build is doing me favors. It's giving me the area effect. It slows enemies down. Not a lot. I wish it did a little bit more slowing. Because that's what the caltrops were originally meant to do. Is to slow them down. I wish it did more of that. Because there's just... Like, for example, the treasure goblins, they're so fast. So it kind of makes the point null and void to even do it. Where are you? I need you to drop some potions. Yes. Another beauty about it is I can stack a lot of stuff when I throw out my shadow clone. So their stun gauge goes up way quicker. I'm taking hits like crazy though. Stop moving and let me hit you.
Need more time.
Alright. And whenever I cast my shadow, I have it set up so it actually instantly recharges cooldown. And it makes stunning them that much quicker, and I usually take full advantage of that. And that, my friends, is why I love this build. It's not perfect. It could definitely use some tweaking. But if you're calm and you know what you're doing and you go step by step, it's kind of like playing Final Fantasy XI. There's a step to everything. You can do pretty much anything you need to do. Oh, and that is that for this particular map. Let's warp out of here. I am done with this place. Let's clear the room real quick so I can teleport safely.
I need more time.
Alright, you gotta go. You can't have elites running around here acting like they're better than me. How dare they? Alright, so there's a specific quest that I am currently chasing after. Is it this one? No. Reject Lilith at her secret shrine. Okay. But where is her secret shrine? Okay, so... Oh, okay, so it's an emoji.
Farewell.
That's not it.
There are so many ways I could kill you.
Okay, that's not rejecting her. Is it no?
No.
Ah, got it. Haha! That's such a silly quest. That was so stupid, but whatever gets a quest in there. What's the next one? No deed goes unpunished. Well, no deed unpunished. Stop the cultist recruiting efforts. I found a letter detailing the trans effort. Okay. So it's right here. Let's teleport here. Ophelia, you're acting really crazy today, huh? I've been hearing a lot of background chatter over there. So noisy. You're a noisy girl. Are you a noisy girl? Yes, you are. You don't listen to nobody. Well, you listen to me. Ophelia, lay down, please. Thank you. Eat your good girl. Eat your good girl. Lay down. Good girl. I promise if you're good, I'll give you treats when you wake up. And she starts scratching. She does not care. Hey. Here I am paying attention to my dog and these monsters decide to take advantage. How dare you? So one of the biggest challenges, changing the subject here randomly, one of the biggest challenges I have with raising a dog from a puppy is that I'm training her the way I'm supposed to. Well, at least I think I'm supposed to. It's kind of like being a parent. Like, you never know the effects that you do to your dog, depending on how you act or react There's a lot of people who say certain things, and there's psychology and behaviorists that tell you a lot of things and stuff like that. And so they say the biggest thing about dogs is reactivity. All right, and to stay calm at all times. Now, right now, I'm fine. I'm calm. I'm playing my video games. I'm chill. But like, I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but there are times where I get really irritated. I'm irritable. Like, and I'm not generally irritable all the time, but I get these spats where I just don't want to be touched, talked to. I want to be left alone. Alright, but you can't do that with a puppy because the puppy's your baby. And dealing with that can get it can grate on your nerves to the point where you just want to kick a puppy. And I know the term shouldn't be used literally. I know that like a lot of people, and I know it sounds awful for some of you who are more sensitive to the way people talk. It's not something that's literal. Obviously, nobody's gonna really actually kick a puppy unless you're sick in the head and you have problems, and you probably should own a dog. But she makes me want to kick a puppy sometimes, and not in a little sense. I just want to be violent. She makes me to that point, and like to feel calm. To get back to what I'm saying, to feel calm at that point. Where I'm just like, alright, everything's gonna be fine. I'm a leader. I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm supposed to be calm about everything. It's a very big stretch for me. Like, it's hard. Extremely. There's no survivor. Look for survivors, my ass. Well, she drives me to the point where, because, like, she'll get into things, and I'm watching her like a hawk. So I get her off, and I tell her, no. I correct her and I redirect her attention like I'm supposed to.
Let me out of this thing.
And she just, as soon as I redirect the attention, not like more than 5 seconds later.
They reject it. Heretics. I'll kill you all.
You got issues, lady. So, getting back to what I was talking about. She goes back to not 5 seconds later after I redirected her attention. And she does the same thing I told her not to. And she's well aware of the command. She knows. Okay, she's not a dumb dog by any means. She's not dumb. She's very smart. One of the smartest dogs I've ever dealt with in my life. But she goes back to it. It feels like she does it to spite me. In spite of me. She goes and she does it anyway. And I literally, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just like, you're so lucky that you are an animal, that you are not a person, that you are a baby, and you are not full grown. Because if you were an adult person and you did stuff like that just to spite me, I would kick you in the face. I would demolish you. I would say, to hell with this back injury, jump off a top rope, and double kick you in the chin. Because that is how she makes me feel. And I know, I'm not yelling at that point. I'm just like, I'm in my head, I'm just like, alright. Just calm down. I know she can feel the rage just seething inside me as she looks at me with those puppy dog eyes like, it's okay. What I did is alright, Daddy. I am a puppy. You just have to deal with it. No! I say, nay! I want to kick you in the chin so bad! But that's just enough about me ranting and raving about puppy raising. But, I mean, it's one of those things where I have so much respect for people who do that for a living. I don't know how you not lose your cool. Because it takes everything that I have not to just drop kick her in the chin. Like, mentally, I just want to. I want to so bad. But I have to be a calm, forgiving, understanding leader, and I have to continually do the things over and over because she is, in fact, a puppy, and I have to be calm and collected. Calm at all times. I don't think I'm even calm that calm with my wife at all times. I don't even think I'm nearly as patient with my wife as I am with my puppy. And that's saying something because I'm very chill with her. Like, for the most part. Until she does something that, like, irritates me to no end. And a little backstory. The reason why I say that is because my wife has a tendency to be like a cat. And she does things. She likes to pick at me. Like, so if she knows that it causes me grief, or if it causes me to be uncomfortable, she likes to just dig into that. And I think that's just married life, I guess. I don't know. I asked her, I'm like, why do you do this to me? Why? Why put me through this hell? And she says it's because she loves me. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's her reasoning behind it. I think she just uses it as a crutch to do whatever she wants to do, to torture me. And I swear my puppy does the same thing. But, like, yeah, I have to have more patience with my puppy than I have to do with my own wife. And trust me, that's a lot. That's because I don't yell at my wife. I don't get mad. Like, I get mad at her, but I do know that she's a very sensitive person, and I have to keep aware that, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, that whatever you do in your relationship, you know, has long-lasting effects. The stuff doesn't just go away. Women hold on to things forever, for the rest of their lives. They do. They hold on to grudges. Whether they say they do or not, do not believe that they don't, because they do. And they will hold that forever. They will be marked for life. What you do, it's like, and it took me a while, and it took me 2 divorces to understand this. Yeah, you heard right. 2 divorces to understand that even though you don't think it's a big deal, if it's a big deal to her, it's forever going to scar that relationship. And whether she forgives you, or whether she says she forgives you or not, like, women's forgiveness is different from a man's, in my perspective, and from what my experience has been. Their forgiveness is, all right, I love you, and I'm going to stay with you. I'm mad about what you did, and I'm probably going to bring it up later. But I forgive you forgive you enough just to stay with you, despite the fact that you have made a complete error of judgment. As far as a man, forgive and forget, whatever, I'll just throw this over my shoulder. Women don't do that. So, like, and I know that she is a very scarred person. She's been through abuse in her life. So I have to be basically like a brain ninja, and I have to understand. And I've made mistakes, but I've tried to rectify them as quickly and as promptly as possible. But I have to be extra careful with her and extra patient with her because of the abuse that she's dealt with. And I have to understand that raising my voice is not how you deal with situations like that, especially with people who have emotional trauma like she's had. And she has been through abusive relationships. I don't want to be that one that causes her any more grief than she's already had, despite the fact that she does things to annoy the hell out of me on purpose. I just have to accept it for what she is. So if anybody who watches this has anything to gain from this, if you ever get upset with your wife and you feel like you want to throw her to the moon, please understand that everything that you do, these damn blood seekers, they're always getting to it. Understand that everything that you do to her will last you forever in your relationship. It does not matter how small you think it is. It is not small. Please understand, I'm saying this at a place of understanding and experience, that it's never okay to yell at your wife. It's never okay to yell at your girlfriend. It's just not okay. Because they will remember it forever. Forever. If you were to ever meet my ex-wife, she would say that I'm the biggest piece of crap ever. I made a lot of mistakes. A lot. Alright, just one of you. See, the last time I fought these Bloodseekers, there was 3. It was just impossible for me to do with this build. But I actually managed to come out on top, and I think I got something out of it. Yep, I got... This is what I was talking about, the packs. I really need to do some research on this and see what they do.
Savior.
You're welcome. But I suppose the same could be said about anybody in that aspect. I mean, eventually, like... You keep if you keep abusing somebody or you hurt them in a certain way, and eventually your sorries or I'll do better will eventually just ring empty in somebody's ears, obviously. But women are a little slightly different. They never forget. Never. They will always remember it till the day they die. Oh! And if they break up with you, forget it. They will spite you with every... I don't know if... and this is not PG, but there's this saying... I forget how it goes. They love you forever until they break up with you, and then your dick is small. It's basically, I think that's what my friend said. That was a saying, and it stuck with me forever because it's so true. It really is. It doesn't matter how awesome you did and how many things you did for them. When they break up with you, they don't give a shit. And the key word is when they break up with you, not when you break up with them. That's a different story altogether. So, just to clarify, when they break up with you. My goodness. Give me some more groups like this. They're just spreading them out all over. Take that, the little tainted skeleton corpse. Of course you do. We all need more time. Come on, pick that up. What are you doing? Honestly, I didn't even look at the objectives. At this point, I am just touching everything and killing everything. Stop. I don't know if you've noticed the weakness in this build, because I've explained it before. I guess I'm supposed to go this way. But long range is the weakness of my build. It is not a good feels. And my favorite thing, and I say favorite sarcastically, is when I fight these ghosts, the wraiths and the ghost archers. They're my favorite thing to fight with this build. It sucks so hard because they're constantly outside. Like, I'll throw a caltrop just to, just to slow down any kind of melee attackers and pursuers. But they're just outside of it, circling me, because as soon as I throw the caltrop, I'll go right back to the center to go ahead and do my area of effect damage because it's awesome. But they just hover around the whole thing. It's quite disturbing. That's right. Go on with your bad self. Did you just see that? I don't know if you saw that, but it goes from 55 to 50 real fast. But none of the enemies are like level 55. Weird. There's something definitely glitched about this whole situation.
I need more time.
And you know what the funny thing about like how I run this build, I rarely ever use my clones unless I absolutely have to. Even though I do know that every 100 energy used, it recharges it by 5 seconds on the cooldown. I just don't. I really need that aspect of my build fish. I really need something that recharges my energy quicker. What am I supposed to do? Return mechanical box to pedestal. Alright, so let's see. Clear this area real quick. What do we have here? Please don't be a fish. Yes. I'll take it.
I need more time.
Goodbye. There it is. I knew if I went over this way I would find it. That's gonna hurt. Nice. Alright. And I gained a Paragon level, so let's go ahead and do that. That should bring my... Oh, I'm short by 3. Oh, that's awful. I feel so crappy about changing my boots. I really do, but I really needed to. Please be a boss. Please be a boss. I don't want to explore anymore. Oh, Tomb Lord. Great. Yay. These bastards don't sit still. So they're also a weakness to my build as well. And then they do that vortex crap that doesn't allow me to attack, and it eats away my life. See, this crap is awful for my build. Stop that. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Set that there before I run out of Shadow Clone. Feel that. He's the bane of my existence. Screw you, Tomb Lord. I knew he was going to throw another wall, too. Bastard. I think he's going to probably give me the worst trouble on tier 3. Especially since I don't really have a resistance build yet. And those things look like they'll probably melt me at tier 4.
I'm carrying too much.
Nah. You guys didn't die with the boss? That's weird. Beautiful. Alright, let's toss some garbage. Trash. What kind of rares did we get today? Lucky hit, we don't need that. These are it's the same skill. I don't use marksman, so that's not going to work for me.
My skill is unmatched. You'll see.
Get rid of this. Stash this. As you can see, I haven't used any of mine. What does it say? It can be altered at the alchemist to remove only specific packs. Okay, so that's a cleansing acid, if I'm reading it correctly. Pact of Ferocity, I don't know what that does. Pact of Eternity, I don't know what that does. And Pact of Divinity. All effects that I have no clue what divinity, eternity, or ferocity does at all. No clue. I really do need to do some research. It'll probably make my runs a lot easier, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I can take easier though. It seems pretty easy on tier 2, even if some certain monsters give me issues. Like I said, long range and stupid Tomb Lord. And the Butcher. Oof. The Butcher. F that guy. I could have sworn I did these. I could have sworn I did. No, I didn't, because I don't have that. No, I could have sworn I had this one. Well, F it. Didn't hurt to do another one. Off to the heaven overlook. Built some tears. Now she starts calming down. I'm not going to say her name. But if you've been watching, you know who I'm talking about.
I barely made it out of Gulran. My friend Erden was not so lucky. I went back for his remains and... well, the cannibals didn't leave much. I don't know if I have the courage to carry this bloody sack halfway across the steppes. Erden didn't get along with his family, but he belongs back in Pharaohbrood just the same, damn it. Please, if there's any chance you are traveling that way, could you bring Erden to his father?
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Ardane's remains. As much as I would love to do this right this second, I am not. I am not even going to. What I'm going to do is clear these stages before I go into the next round. I don't know how the progression works, but like, I'm guessing the more further you get into the story, the more dungeons unlock and more quests pop up. So I might have to go back and search around. I hate doing that, but I'll probably have to retrace my steps to see the quest I'm missing on the other maps. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to 100% complete those renowns on the maps to get all the rewards from it.
My savior.
Not 100% sure on that. I didn't want to, and the reason why I don't have that much information on that is because I didn't really want to ruin the experience for me. I don't know if you guys are the same, but for me, like, if I read too much on the game, it kind of ruins it for me. Despite it not having spoilers, I kind of like to figure things out for myself. There's only certain games that I would do it to. Like, I played Disgaea, which is extremely grindy. Now, they have suggestions on how to beat certain things, like post-game stuff. I don't really read about it until I hit the post-game. And if I'm struggling with something, I'll see what kind of advice people have, and I won't follow it 100%. I'll watch videos, but I will never completely copy somebody's build. And I say build because, for example, Disgaea 7, as well as 5, and I'm not too sure about 6, but it's heavily revolves around not only your item level and equipment and your innocence. Well, your innocence not so much on 7, but it really is heavily reliant on grinding and your able to setup. Your evil T setup will be 100%.
My savior.
Because capping out your stats is a chore. So generally, to supplement your stat deficiency, because that would take forever to min-max your stats. Come here. Come here, you little bastard. I want this treasure. I want what you got. I would love to fight you guys, but this treasure goblin needs to die. Whoa! As I was saying, your evil Ts are a huge part of your build after you hit post game. If you know anything about it, I don't want to go heavily into it because we're not playing that right now, and I can't exactly show you while I'm playing this. But it's extremely grindy and lengthy to max your stats out. So you basically use evil Ts to supplement that and make sure that you have the right build. So you can defeat post-game characters like Bale, play Carnage levels, and basically complete the game 100%. And while idle boiling is a way to increase your stats, it's a very lengthy process. Very lengthy. I do like how this guy 7 did it though, where you can reincarnate the items though. I don't think you had that option. Not that I can remember. I don't think you had that option in 5 and in 6. Your item level goes all the way to level 9,199, but that is shared for any equipment you pick up after you level it up, which is a nice little change of pace. It's insane what you have to do to get fully leveled up on 6. So thank God for auto battle, because they implemented that later on. Is this a glitch? Are we not giving me the treasure chest, or are we just gonna leave it like that? Oh, okay. That was weird. Very odd. That spider wasn't even attacking me. And if it was, I wasn't feeling it. Now, as far as this guy 7's concerned, since I'm on the topic and I like this guy 7, I just don't see me grinding that out for you guys' pleasure. Maybe do a run or two on Vale and show you what I've done. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be a very short video. But the only thing that I have left to do on post game, because I pretty much did everything on there, is do Carnage Veil, which that's gonna be a nightmare. I've definitely put the controller down. I already put, I think, probably around 250 hours onto that game, just building 10 characters to where I want them to be. And I don't know. It's gonna be quite a major act to follow, and I'm probably going to need to max out a non-unique character, another one, because I already did one, to complete that run. Because I'm going to need 2 basic classes maxed out to do it. And when I say maxed out, I mean like maxed out classes, maxed out on the juice department, probably going to have to get everybody in that party roughly around 1.5 billion HP I said that right. For guys who don't, for the people who do not know how that game works, your stats go ridiculous high. Like, not as ridiculous as 6, but like, I think the max stat is like 99. Is it million or billion? I think it's million. But your HP goes up to like 99 billion or trillion or whatever it is. I think it's 99 billion. Some insane, crazy number that nobody would ever think to do.
Death comes for this hellhole we call home.
But for whatever reason, I like games that are grindy like that.
He called himself, skulking about the kitchen halls today. When he saw me, he approached to ask about the prison warden. I directed him to the palace guard.
Slay the possessed brute and collect the Joku. I'm guessing it's this guy.
Some disaster in the dungeons. It can only be him.
Give me that jail key, buddy. Good night.
Tonight at the tea house, I could use a cup and your company. Yours always, Oyun.
I believe Oyun is some story-related character. I don't usually like picking up those things. I never really. I don't follow the lore from like off-the-wall characters, but it is interesting sometimes to listen to. Well, that gate was open. Let's do some exploring. It is completely empty in here. What you doing, Ophelia? You making a mess? Oh. Fuck. Shit. I don't want to fight this thing. No, it's the butcher. I knew that fucker was coming back for me. And along with some others. Go to sleep, you bastard. Stop stunning us. Did you just go to sleep already?
Need more time.
And like his stun gauge is not even going up. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of potions on this guy.
I'm not ready yet.
Look at this. I'm not even doing any barely damage. He's just going. He's going to town on me. God, I would hate to fight a level 55 butcher, much less a level 50. He's definitely something that you would need a party to fight. Something to tank.
I'm not ready yet.
I should not be tanking something like this at all.
Need more time.
Finally. I didn't even get a stun gauge all the way up until like the very end. I don't know how I managed that. That's crazy. There's an unnecessary amount of attacking. I find it kind of interesting that they added that guy in there. I just don't like it. He was not fun to play with even in the other games. I may be remembering it different, but I remember his slogan was, "I'll make weapons from your bones." And he was shaped very differently. He was kind of like a big overgrown ogre looking guy. I made it look more demonic. I don't remember him being in Diablo 1 though. I remember him in Diablo 2. And I do remember him in 3 vaguely. You know what I wonder? Like, I haven't even thought about this, but I wonder if there's like a special stage, like a cow level. They always usually have that in this. I'd love to see it in this game. 3 had the rainbow level. 2 had the cow level. I don't remember there being a secret stage in Diablo 1. Like I said, I barely touched it. It's definitely not one of my favorite games. The movement on there is so wonky.
Alright. Needs time to recharge.
Of course it does. I need time to recharge. You know what I noticed, Ophelia? You have not gone to sleep. You're gonna hate life tonight. You're not gonna have any energy for our last walk. You need to be sleeping at least 18 hours. And I doubt you've gotten that much sleep. Oh, buddy. Look. I don't really consider you bothering me, but, I mean... I do this for a hobby, for fun. I'm not looking to make any kind of big, huge impact right now. Like, flowers would be nice, but I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to pay for. Advertising about it, I mean... Either I make it or I don't. You know, it's one of those things.
My bags are full.
Appreciate the offer, though. My bags are full. My bags are full, Ophelia. Why haven't you laid down? Do you not like sleep? Do you hate sleep? Do you hate the idea of sleep? All I've been seeing you do is scrape around. Maybe I should take your toys out of there. I'd feel bad, though. I think I'm spoiling you too much. But you're so beautiful. You're such a cutie. Oh, I hate being so strict with you. I know I have to, but it's so hard.
Repairs? Plenty worth keeping.
Let's see what they got me here. Legendary chest armor. Increased armor. That's a lot better than what I got. Where is that? There it is. 0.6. It's not a lot better, but it is better. Should I do it? I think I will. I think it'd probably be worth it. Shadow clones. This one's 22. I also use this. Shadow clones also mimic the imbuements applied to your skills. Grants active shadow clone 22%. What do I got right now? 17. Yeah. And I also use this. The stun grenades. This one's 100. Spend 100. Yeah, it's better than what I can't.
Win favor, my friend.
I can't scrap any of these. I'm gonna have to make them into items and replace. Tweeze with it. This stuff is costing me an arm and a leg. Can't wait until I get to the next spot. Let's see, extract. Yep, just take 50,000. Why not? I'll take another 50,000. My heart. My heart. Oh, take another 50,000. Oh. It's killing me. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is... Not this one. That's not it. This one. An aspect. This one is the imbuement. This one's 11 increase. Oh, I thought it said more. Will it say more? No. This is not good. I spent 50 grand on this, buddy. That's not good. I just wasted money. Oh well. I thought it said 22%. Oh, I guess it must have been what it was. What was the other one? Let's see if this one's better. Yeah, this one comes out better. I can deal with that.
Fortune walks with you.
I'll take it. What else we got? So the imbuement wasn't a fail. This one's a 7% increased. Which one was it that did that? I think that's the only reason why I survived the butcher. But I'll take it. Lady, you are expensive. You were robbing me blind. Shame on you, lady. Shame. Okay, so depending on what I fight, this was... So ferocity... This is a seasonal consumable. Okay. So my guess is that the ferocity is only dropped by the butchers, and these two are dropped by depending on what I'm fighting. So I'm guessing the eternity is from the blood people, and I guess the divinity is something else. I could be wrong. I could be mixing it up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I think I pretty much got what I want. But what do they do? You know what? There's only one way to find out. Let's try... Let's try doing that. Oh. All it gives me is that. Like, I don't know what that does. I should really read up on these packs. What are they for? I have a phone. I'm gonna read. Fluff it. Because it doesn't really give me any indication of what that is for, per se. Packs of Eternity. How Diablo 4 packs work in Season of Blood. Okay. Pick up these mysterious symbols are etched onto a prime and can vary in number and type, though their purpose isn't immediately clear. Even after you started the seasonal quest, unlock vampiric power effect. So I'll explain how they work, so you can concentrate on dealing death to demons or case of season of blood vampires. To have powers active inside the same Glen circle, you'll need to have the correct packs. Each power has a specific pack cost, so you must have a minimum number of packs on your own for them to. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need a whole lot more packs, though. Especially if the requirement's higher. That's fine. Hey, listen, it is not time for you to walk yet. Did I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't finished this one yet. I almost closed my dungeon out, huh? Ophelia, I would have been so mad. I would have been madder than what you make me sometimes. You make me pretty mad. Alright, let's see what type of boss I get to fight. Watch it be the butcher. I'm like, I just fought you! No. I don't think I've seen the butcher as a last boss. These aren't so bad. Although I would like to have my clone focus on the boss and not the ghost that this guy's throwing out. That's fine. That's annoying. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Resurrected Morales. Thank you. Nice. Splintering aspect. Whatever that does. I'll read about it later. I spent enough money on my boots today. I don't want to tweak anything else right now. What you looking at, Kimosabi? Oof. I don't think I'm going to have time to do this one. Do not think I'm going to have any time. Because I have to walk my doggy in about 9 minutes. So, I'm probably going to have to end this pretty early. I might mark it earlier than that. Let's see what we got here. Oof. I love bills. They're so much fun. And this should be the last dungeon I have to worry about for this area. I hope. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I have that one quest. Bring Arden's remains to Yeshi. What is that noise you are doing, young lady? You're noisy today. Everybody's hearing you. I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Super embarrassed.
No, more, please, no. You're from Quran. No, get away from me.
Are you all right?
She was fine when we left, but today she just snapped. I have an idea to calm her, but I can't leave her alone like this.
She's all tweaked out.
You could help.
Are you sure she wasn't hitting the
I got
stuff?
a stash of uncommon medicinal herbs in the hideout. In
Mm-hmm.
the caves northwest
Crack.
of here. The tea I made with them was Oyun's favorite.
Crack tea.
Perhaps the smell would help ground her.
Oh, God.
And it should help her settle her stomach.
The smell?
Take this.
Crack.
Fill it with the herbs.
Probably
if
smells
they're
like
still
burnt
here.
tire.
Please hurry.
Stay here.
Where's that meth?
I'll
What is
return
it?
soon.
I don't remember. And no, I've never done any. If you guys are just wondering, I don't do that stuff. Totally against hard drugs. Horrible stuff. I understand enjoying your life, but that's enjoying it a little too
What's
much.
this about?
I'm so sorry.
Is that... Are you mad? If someone were to see you with that, there are already rumors of secret cannibals hiding in towns. Take it outside the walls, south of here. There's a little prayer shrine. Bury it deep so the predators don't get to it.
Why don't you do it? Why do I have to do the one? You know what? Forget it. I'll take the cash. Pay me. Oh yeah, and then there's the fact that there's horrible monsters out here. Okay, fine. Fine. I don't know why, but for one second, they didn't look like normal. I don't know what I was looking. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Diablo running. You watch your mace there, buddy. A lot of sapphire for that. I'm teleporting because I'm lazy. That's why. All that extra walking. I guess if he would have done it, he would have died. Probably.
Good. That boy. He never should have gone to Kuran. I wanted him to take over the farm, but he had dreams of making it big. I'm sorry, stranger. You must have better things to do with your time than hear of a parent's disappointment in their child. Thank you for returning him to me.
I'll take it. Any little bit helps. Let's see. Oh, I have to go to the hideout for this one. Oh. I guess I'll hold off on you for a little while. Actually, I'm just going to hold off altogether, because I only have 4 minutes before I have to take my dear Ophelia out. Yes. You look so excited. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you do watch, I think I only have one viewer. I'm not even sure if that's exactly me or somebody else, but I appreciate time and effort spent in watching and listening to me rant and rave. It's what I do. I do have a lot of talking going on. I hope you enjoyed the Ice Flurry build. I think I've gone into detail about it, so hopefully maybe it's something that you might want to try. If you haven't, that's fine. If you do see me running around here, I'm pretty sure you can find me because my name is Nimbus. And I'm not sure if that's what you'll see, but you will catch me on tier 2. So if you want to come join and hang out and join a party, you're more than welcome to. I have no problem with that. Just send me a little message while I'm playing, and I will be more than welcome to party with you and kill some stuff. But anyways, that's it for now. I might come back later and do some more, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it online or not. I guess this... Man, I've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. Well, that's a pretty long stream. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching me. This is Dro signing out. Bye!